What's good, guys, and welcome to week 3 of Talk Like Adults.
Whoops.
We're here with our normal cast members as well as one new cast member, so let's get right into it. Starting with
Aguilar, aka Chris Aguilar.
I'm Jay Meeks, aka the nigga with some Doritos.
Darius, aka Monkey.
Fran, aka franalations. Alright, guys, so real quickly, I want to first start off by saying shout outs to Niche Market. We got some hats for you guys today, 3 in total. So go ahead, leave a comment and say why you'd like one of these hats. As you can see, it's Hype Beast with the word crossed out. Just enter by leaving a comment, and we'll pick 3 random people, send these out. Sorry, this is only open to U.S. residents, but thanks everyone for watching in general. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Alright, so I guess I'm starting my first topic today. Mine is actually about the Oculus Rift kind of versus Project Morpheus by Sony. So you guys are all kind of familiar with it, right?
Yeah.
The virtual reality headset, basically it's a crowd-funded as the Oculus Rift. It's pretty cool because you can actually connect it to the computer, play your games, but only certain games will actually work with it. It's more of a first-person shooter type look.
Yeah.
It's more of a headset you put on your head. You can look around. It's a 360 view. That's more for people who don't really know much about it. Actually got bought by Facebook, and now being used by Chuck E. Cheese.
How much did Facebook buy it out by?
I have no idea. I didn't get to
I
check
forget,
the price.
it's like a billion.
What is it
or
used
something
at
like
$1
that.
billion?
Something like that. I don't know. I'm just throwing out a number. I feel like everyone's spending billions these days.
Holy crap.
That's like the norm.
Yeah.
What's it
But you
used
gotta
for,
think-
Chuck E. Cheese for.
Chuck E. Cheese has this game where those tornado rooms. You're sitting there and
You
grab
grab money?
tickets and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's tickets instead of money.
And it's done because you're little kids in there catching digital tickets. Give them the real ass tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they could have just used some paper. I mean, we don't need trees.
Wait, so there's no real paper involved anymore? It's
I
just-
doubt it.
you're just-
Yeah, just they're grabbing
Rapid.
virtual
You know,
tickets.
You see kids like, look,
gotta-
mommy, I'm having fun. Like,
I was about to say, you
I
got
look like a little retard. But yeah, it's pretty. I think it's kind of. That's just my thing. I think it's dumb that they did that. Chuck E. Cheese.
I
But
can see someone making a YouTube video of the kids doing like,
Terrible.
those are some badass kids.
Make it rude.
But it actually does have a lot of good real world implications.
Yep.
I mean,
I agree.
in the beginning when I first started Oculus Rift getting bought by Facebook, I'm thinking like, go to concerts without being there. Coachella, how much does that cost?
A lot. Too much.
A
And
lot.
It's hot. No one likes the heat.
And imagine
like
having it like a half price, quarter the price. They have things set up at these events where you can basically sit there and kind of like look around, see whatever's going on at 360 view, hear everything. You won't really get to interact, of course. But
if
you get
have
to-
a person that walks through and you pretend you're interacting through their eyes.
That would be kind of cool too. Have people walking around with it on their head. Although you can't really dictate where you're gonna go,
Yeah.
so that's you lose that kind of capability. But at least you get to look around and kind of see what's going on. It feels like you're there, without having to be
so
there.
basically what you're saying is like, it's the equivalent of going online and doing a virtual tour online. You can't really dictate where you go, but a camera's moving, you're watching it. So basically it's nothing new.
Well,
But it feels more
Except
like
for you put it on your eyes and you can see it on your eyes.
And it's
instead of
3D,
looking at
isn't
the
it? It's
screen.
3D too.
Yeah, it's
right?
3D
yeah, it's 3D
implications, too.
capability. Yeah.
So it's more of a first-person kind of feel, although you look kind of weird doing it. But there's other kind of real-world things. Like think about it in the sense of shopping too, virtual shopping. If you're like walking through a virtual store, you can pick things up, kind of see what they look like. Probably gonna try it on.
But
I was
thought
gonna
you
say,
had-
how would
I
you
thought
try
you
it
just
on,
said how could you figure out what you want to pick up if you have no connection to the world? You're just seeing a video camera.
Well, it's just a virtual store, so it's like you're using the controller or you use a mouse to kind of walk your
through
character through,
Mhm.
and say like, oh look, there's a T-shirt. Turn left, pick it up. That was the right. But still, it's.
Turn left and pick it up.
That's funny.
What do you think about it, friend?
So I'm really excited for this type of technology. I'm more so excited for Project Morpheus, Sony's project, just because I'm more at this time a console gamer than a PC gamer. The type of PC games I use wouldn't really work well with the Oculus, but I do see like the real world functionalities too. Like, I don't know, for example, in a classroom, you might be able to take a kid's trip to Paris and show them these fancy paintings and all this stuff and learn about culture and all this stuff in the classroom and feel like you're going there for like way less than half the cost. So educational purposes, and then just my selfish one for like gaming and stuff, of course. And
Mario Kart? Can you imagine something like that?
Mario Kart would be
Or
pretty turn.
Forza, I guess now, because it's.
In
or is that-
general, I mean, these are just the first iterations we're seeing. I'm sure it'll just get better in time. But I mean, in order for them to work on the projects even more, you got to support these early projects. That way, they can continue to grow this type of like functionality.
How much is the Kickstarter again, though?
I don't know what the Kickstarter was, and that was another thing too. Is people got really upset because they put their money into this, so they feel like they owned a piece of it, and then this company sells it to Facebook, and no one that put in the money got anything out of it because they basically sign away the rights to do that when they put the money. So they felt like they owned the piece of this company, but really they just got the money together for this brand to have this company and then sell it, flip it afterwards. Which
and that's the funny
sucks.
thing about those Kickstarter programs is people will put in money and they won't even get taken off. They just will get the money. That's it.
Yep. So yeah, that's a totally different topic right there. But in general, excited for VR, like its educational purposes, and then like just expanding the whole video game, like
much better than Virtual Boy.
Yeah, Virtual Boy. So that's the thing. That wasn't even like. That was just literally like he's saying you just put it on your face. That's the only difference.
Terrible.
That was the only difference. It's a Game Boy. You put it on your face. It's red instead of black and green.
It hurts your eyes. It hurts your eyes.
Yeah, kids were dying because not doing that.
Dying.
Agler, you got any thoughts about it?
Mommy,
Yeah,
I'm
so
dying.
there's this music video out for Duke Dumont. It's called I Got You. And it's pretty much, he puts on the same exact thing as Oculus Rift. And he goes through a day of just partying and doing all kinds of crazy things, but he's not really there. It's virtual reality, so maybe we could do that in the future.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just drinking by yourself? Yeah.
No,
Cheers, bro.
There's a party. He's like fucking this, or can I say that? he's like fucking this
Fuck shit ass bitch. Yeah, go for
and
it.
then it goes to him showing like how he really is with the helmet on. And he's like making out with like air and shit. Like, what's up, bae? Where you at, bae? Yeah, that's what I would think about it.
Jay?
The way I think about it, I'm actually not excited for this at all because I think it's just going to be a flop like all other virtual reality projects in the past.
Name one.
I don't know the names of them, but I know that they flopped, and that's why I don't know the names
Virtual
of
Boy.
them. Because they're irrelevant, basically. What would be tight if they did it in a real-world setting is if you could do it like that Dragon Ball Z scanner that they had on their eyes. And like, let's say I'm in the real world and I'm looking at Fran, it gives me like a biography of him or whatever that pops down.
That's a separate
like
technology.
Sneakerhead, whatever. Level 5,000.
That's like more along the lines of Google Glass right there.
Google Glass. Well, if they added like the capabilities of Google Glass with the VR technology, that would be pretty dope. So that would be something I would be excited for if they do that. Fran's saying they might not do that. So, overall for me, not really excited about it.
Just to clarify though, that it is covering your face. You're looking at a screen there, so like you wouldn't be able to see. Like if you're looking at me, like my direction, you wouldn't be able to see me.
No, I'm talking about. But you're saying it's reliving or showing off like some kind of concert or something at EDC. If you're looking, they're going to be filming like a like a DJ. You might look at a DJ and it show
or a
you
basketball game,
most popular songs and stuff like that. So that's what I'm
dope.
talking about. It would be real cool if you could do that.
That's cool. You win. That's cool.
I win.
But that doesn't sound like
So so the other part of this is actually Project Morpheus. This is the one developed by Sony, so you can see how it's a little bit different. The screens inside it, Sony, they make TVs, so for them to have a 1080p inside each eye, and they can do all sorts of things because they have that kind of technology already. Whereas Oculus Rift, they're not TV makers or anything. They're not even a real company. Yeah. So you can see how PS4 or Sony can actually take more off on this.
Now they are a real company because Facebook owns them. But
true, but they don't make these things. Well, they make them themselves. That's why they don't have the full backing that Sony has.
Yeah.
This is their history.
Is that the one where they're saying that you could practice like surgery, virtual reality? Is that the one, the Morpheus one?
I believe so.
Okay. I think I saw that. It's crazy.
Although I saw the actual pictures of Project Morpheus, it looks really comfortable. It goes around your head.
Yeah.
And it's ergonomically sound. It's pretty cool. The cool thing about that is you can play games. You can also connect with the PS Vita, they said, and you can see what's going on. As well as the people watching can see your TV.
Yeah.
And of course it has the PlayStation Move, so it has a different kind of functionality. Imagine playing like fighting games like this, Tekken.
Yeah.
So you have different kind of side of this. Rather than real life, now you got the hardcore gamers.
Yeah.
Or actually movies. Watching.
It depends on if it's filmed in that format. Then yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be kind of cool. It's kind of like that Universal Studios. Have any of you guys ever been there? The King Kong 3D. Have you guys seen that?
Wait,
it's that tram ride.
It used to be the Simpsons one now, right?
No, it's the tram where you actually go and it stops. It used to be where the backdraft was.
Oh, okay.
I think it was. Something was falling, but then it has what over here you see King Kong, then you see a dinosaur over here, but everywhere you look, there's something different. So it's not just a movie; it's like an experience. I think that's something where it can actually go to.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited.
If that's the case, where you're saying it's not just a movie, it's just an experience. I'm just gonna say it because I guess no one else wanted to say it, but I've been thinking about it. If it's more than a movie, just experience, I could see pornography companies really taking off with this thing like that. Like
they always jump on
not just the movie; it's an experience. Like you're really fucking there. So if anything comes out of this,
upgrade from the POV.
Pun intended.
If anything that I could see that really good comes out of this, I would say it's the pornography industry. Something just happened on the screen, so it's weird. But yeah, that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, so it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, most definitely. Most
definitely. I'm really excited for it. So if you guys have any other kind of things you want to share, leave in the comments below what you feel about the Project Morpheus, Project Rift, Oculus. So just kind of give us
Pornopolis.
Pornopolis.
POV is gonna change.